Guys, my wife is an absolute rock star. She works out up here in our bedroom every single day. So I decided to build her this kick butt workout cabinet out of a cheap Walmart flimsy cabinet, and this is how we did it. It's strong and it's sturdy, but it is not strong or sturdy enough to hold hundreds and hundreds of pounds of weights. So, I don't know. Let's chuck it and build a new one. Guys, you do not need a full home gym to work out at home. My wife has worked out every morning for years, lifting weights, using bands, medicine balls, and for years she's been storing everything in these plastic bins underneath our bed that she pulls out. And I finally thought there has got to be a better way. So I turned a $200 Walmart cabinet into a hidden workout station that can hold 300 pounds of weights, plugs in a vibration plate, and looks beautiful all in our master bedroom for about $330. And it's built strong enough to last. Let me show you how I did it. Now here's the ironic part. We actually do have a workout room in our house. Treadmill, rowing machine, bench, TV, free weights, the whole thing. But my wife still prefers to work out upstairs in our bedroom. Early mornings while she's getting the kids ready for school, and every single day she's been crouching down and pulling out these heavy plastic bins from under the bed, digging out her 20-pound weights, her 15s, her 30, her yoga mats, her shoes, and then packing it all back in when she's done. It worked, but it wasn't really ideal. And our bedroom isn't just a bedroom, it kind of feels like our main upstairs living space. So I wanted something that was functional, strong, convenient, and also attractive. Not home gym explosion in the corner of our house, but something that looks nice and works out well. So here was my plan. Take a Walmart cabinet and upgrade it. I found this arched cabinet from Walmart for about $200. It looked great, glass doors, nice proportions, good depth, enough to hold her weights. But when I read the instructions, each shelf was rated for about 50 pounds. And this thing needed to be able to hold 300 pounds of free weights. So from the beginning, the plan was simple. Use the cabinet for the look, but rebuild the structure for the strength. So the original base of this thing is flimsy. In fact, I threw it off my deck just to test it. So this is the base that Walmart arched cabinet came with. And you know, it's strong and it's sturdy, but it is not strong or sturdy enough to hold hundreds and hundreds of pounds of weights. So, I don't know. Let's chuck it and build a new one. It basically exploded. So I built a new one. She also has a vibration plate that I wanted to store underneath. It's about 7.5 inches tall. So I built a custom base using 2x10 lumber. The actual height is about 9.25 inches. Some premium plywood, not the cheap stuff, but the $60 boards. I trimmed and paint matched that to the cabinet. The structure of that base is basically a C-frame, two 2x10s with side plywood supports, a plywood back, an open front, and a 3/4 inch plywood top. I trimmed it out to look like a factory base for this. I glued it, screwed it, filled it up, sanded it, paint matched it, and when it was done, I could literally stand on it. This base is not just decorative, it is structural. Okay, let's talk about transferring the load of these weights to this base. This cabinet sits directly on that homemade, home-built base. The bottom shelf now transfers the weight straight down into the floor and also into the studs behind the cabinet. I anchored the entire cabinet into 2 wall studs using a reinforced plywood backer attached to one of the fixed shelves. That very top fixed shelf, I attached a plywood backer to that and bolted that thing into the studs. This thing does not move at all. Okay, let's talk about reinforcing the shelves. The bottom shelf alone could hold hundreds of pounds because it's directly upon that base. But I also reinforced the next shelf too, so that she could put her weights there. Here's what I did. I installed interior plywood side supports. I glued and clamped a 3-inch plywood panel underneath the shelf and let that rest directly on those supports. I glued that to the shelf itself. You can't even see it. That shelf alone can hold 180 pounds, and I even tested it. Right now, most of the weight sits on those bottom 2 shelves. And the total working load inside this cabinet, it's about 300 pounds. It doesn't even flinch. If I wanted to, I could put hundreds more if I just built those other shelves up the same way. All right, for bonus functionality, I wanted that vibration plate to be accessible. I drilled a 1.5-inch hole in the back of that base, and I ran an extension cord through it. So the vibration plate lives underneath the cabinet, nearly hidden. When she's ready to work out, she can just pull that vibration plate out, put it wherever she wants, open the doors, grab her weights. They're at waist height, easy to grab, done. No crawling under the bed, and no reorganizing every day. All right, let's talk about our cost breakdown. Here's what this bad boy cost. The cabinet was about $198. 3/4-inch plywood was about 65 bucks. The 2x10, about 16 bucks. And the quart of paint match paint was about 30 bucks. So right around $330 total for something that looks very custom and holds tons of weight. So now instead of plastic bins underneath the bed, we have a beautiful cabinet in our bedroom. Closed, it looks clean and intentional here, but open, it's a full workout station. And the best part, she uses it every single day. That is my favorite kind of project. Not just something that looks good on camera, but something that actually makes your daily life better. If you like practical DIY projects like this, stuff that solves real problems and doesn't cost a fortune, that is exactly what this channel is about. I'm Derek, this is DIY Derek. I make things that make life better. Hit subscribe if you're into that, and I will see you in the next project.